Hi, welcome to It's Now Okay. This is the couch where, in a sense, you could say that it all started. Because whenever we filmed the one scene in Underground Fights 2, that was the first thing that we filmed for, wasn't it? No, it's just me and Parker. Grayson is off.
Well.
He's off doing some stuff, let's just say that. So we're handling the 100 subscriber special while he's gone.
I get it.
It all started back in 2018.
No shot, it's been that long.
No, see, 2018 was whenever we started filming stuff on the camcorder. I actually brought it for a visual example.
I thought you were talking about UF, like Underground Fights, and I'm like, no, it ain't been that long.
No. We filmed on this Sony Handycam right here.
What was the first thing we ever filmed?
I got the tape, and then it was like me and Grayson doing some stuff up here back when
Infomercials. You remember the infomercials?
Yeah, we made so many infomercials. We filled up 3 2-hour tapes on this little camcorder right here. Most of the things that we filmed were just bad, filmed for fun. But some of the things, actually, you could tell that we, given enough practice, we're gonna get some places. Like the interview incident was good. We might remake that one day. The camping episode, which I've actually thought of like a spiritual successor for. I've done a little bit of rough scripting for it, but I don't know if we're gonna get that filmed. That was the camera that we recorded Break Horrible on as well. So we did that back in 2018, and then in 2019 we started making videos on Grayson's YouTube channel, which has always been called It's Now Okay. He just came up with the name and we always stuck to it. He's talked about changing it before, but at this point I think it's too iconic to really try to come up with something that really works. I don't think that you were in many of the videos. Do you remember that time whenever we were hitting the McDonald's toy and the internet router and stuff with golf clubs down there, like back in 2019 or 2020? Like we were doing
what
that.
What did we call those?
We called, one of the videos was called Not Really Golf, and one of them was called Destroying an Internet Router. Those were just things.
Cause I can remember, and I was like, I don't want my face on this, I don't want nothing. And then I'll be dog if literally last weekend I didn't go out in public and film something.
Yeah. No, he hated that whenever we filmed the beginning scenes in Exceptional, whenever we were out in downtown. Everything that we filmed was basically the same kind of stuff that we were doing on that, but a little bit higher quality because we had a phone and we were able to do some basic editing on iMovie. I would say that Break Horrible is where things really started to change, because we were hanging out. I was trying to come up with a video that we could do, because back then we just sporadically did videos whenever we were bored. Now look where we are. But yeah, I mean, all of these things is me and Grayson scribbling around. Sometimes Parker was around, but not very often. Yeah, but basically, Break Horrible episode 1, 2, and 3.
Break Horrible episode 1 was on a camcorder, wasn't it?
Yeah, episode 1 was on a camcorder, then we started episode 2 on a camcorder, but switched over to phone. For simplicity and for editing, and those were the first videos that I edited for the channel on DaVinci Resolve, which is the software that I use, and I edit all the videos that go up now, which you can see in the credits for everything. Back then, Grayson was sort of falling out of love with recording. I wasn't. I still liked making videos. I've always liked making videos. I've made videos about that you can watch on my YouTube channel. We recorded episode 2 and episode 3 in the episode 2 was on a Friday and episode 3 was on a Saturday, and so it was one weekend and we got all of that done. But I waited about a month before I started editing episode 2, and then it was like another month before I edited episode 3 because I never really felt like doing it. Yeah, we started Underground Fights like about half a year after that. We did Weekend Shenanigans because I was desperate to get something filmed, but Grayson wasn't really having it. So I was just filming what we were doing as we were hanging out. I sort of think, do you think it'd be appropriate to call that period the dark age of our friendship? Because all we were doing was sitting around playing video games and shit. It was still fun. We were still hanging out. But 90% of our friendship was playing Call of Duty. And it was starting to get a little bit stale. We were starting to realize that. But then, here's how Underground Fights started. I don't think we've ever disclosed this, but it's kind of a joke among all of us. here's how it started. Picture this. We're down in the living room. You can see the living room of this house in many of our videos. You can, if you watch all of our videos, you know the layout of this entire house, which might not be the best thing. Whenever John came over for the first time, whenever we were recording, he already knew everywhere in the house and he'd never set foot in it before, just because he'd watched some of the videos. But anyways, what I was saying, we're in the living room and Grayson is playing VR. We were playing Creed on his Oculus Quest 2. We were talking about that, and then it was Grayson that had the idea to do Nacho Libre, wasn't it? I might have had some part of it, but I don't really remember the specifics. We thought about Nacho Libre. We thought, let's record this, it'll make for such a cool video, because we'll do the scene in Nacho Libre where he like jumps and like the I am song is playing. So then we started to do that, and then it turned into like just normal wrestling, and we never actually did the scene. But that is what started Underground Fights, which I also edited in DaVinci, of course. But that was the start of Underground Fights, and that video was very bare bones compared to what we would wind up doing just a few months later. So
You just think about it.
yeah,
We've come a long way, man.
yeah. I mean,
From freaking camcorder to
yeah.
100 subscribers. It's kind of crazy.
I mean, camcorder in a dream, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it really is weird to think about. Just like over the last 2 years, we went from occasionally making videos on a YouTube channel that had about somewhere between 7 and 12 subscribers. I've checked the analytics, but I don't remember them. It was somewhere around that point, and it went from putting our content like a drop in the ocean of nothingness, which is YouTube for most people, to shortly after that we did Underground Fights 2, and we were surprised with ourselves with Underground Fights 2 because we kept filming, and it was over like the course of a few weeks or so that we did the filming for it, and each week we would walk away with like 10 minutes of footage, and we would think, oh yeah, we're like basically done now, but then we would just keep coming up with more things to do, and like everything just sort of kept falling into place, and we were really excited about the whole project, and we were really proud of ourselves for what we had managed to do, which, you know, thankfully you don't have to see all of the horrible failed attempts at making videos that we went through before. If you were to watch through our old tapes, you would see a sort of progression. You would see where we're coming from with YouTube and how we've progressed and gotten skill as we've come along. But
Skill. Still takes like 10 takes to get it right.
yeah, dude. Oh, that one scene that you've got mustard on your shirt scene in Break Horrible. That was like the lowest point as far as my acting, because I couldn't say that one dumbass line for the life of me, and it was on the third take, but like it was so stupid. He got the line first take, and he wasn't even doing it for the shot. He was just proving to me that I was being a dumbass. I loved it. Yeah,
Wow,
let's look
that
at,
one got 845 views.
yeah, I think it's because we made it. We're talking about the YouTube cut. It Had No Face, which we've got a sequel planned for that we'll probably film in the winter months upcoming, in only a few months or so. So stay tuned for that later. Oh yeah, something interesting to note is that whenever we started doing all of this, I was leading a lot of things. Like I was directing and writing. I had like an entire script for a lot of Underground Fights 3. A lot of scenes that we'd never used the dialogue for, and a lot of scenes that we like completely changed whenever we were actually filming. I'll put it up on the screen, but I've got this whole dialogue written that I wrote for the scene where the badass character, which I came up with after watching Pulp Fiction. That was entirely what I was ripping from. Have you ever seen Pulp Fiction?
What are we gonna do after Reacher?
After Reacher, we were gonna do Papa Kids 3.
Oh,
But-
no, not again. We will get freaking banned and all go to jail. Parents will have to bail us out and everything.
Oh yeah, we have Papa Kids, which you can watch as one of our older videos. It's really stupid. We got a Papa Kids 2, which I marked as delisted. And then the idea for Papa Kids 3 was like a twisted Willy Wonka parody sort of thing, where it was like slave labor. It was like child slave labor for
Please tell
pizza
me you're not
chain.
gonna actually put this in.
We're never gonna make it, so I might as well. It was gonna be pretty good. Like, I actually think, like...
It's gonna be pretty good. Whoa, hey, yo.
Dude, no, see,
Drake? Question mark?
I think just, like, this guy that's clearly a bad guy running child slave camps for a pizza
Bro,
chain. And then he gets cracked up, or, like, he gets cracked down on by the government, and then we do, like, a courtroom parody. I would have had a lot of fun with that, because we would have just been able to, like, you know, take the shit out of a lot of stuff and do a lot of general satirization of things like that. But it fell through for reasons. To answer your question, after we get done with Reacher, we're probably going to do a Head and Grace too. I think that's what Grayson wants to do. I feel like we have some other video ideas, but I should remember them. Anyways, and then sometime next year or the year after that, we're going to do UF4, and it's going to be actually really insane. You guys are not prepared for what we have planned for it. We're planning like years in advance at this point. It's kind of insane, like the amount of...
Yeah, if someone would get... No, like, that'd be releasing too much information.
Yeah, we can't say anything about it yet. Anyways, what I was trying to say is I have a whole script for UF3, and whenever we were filming it, I was doing most of the writing and most of the ideas and stuff, but then over time, Grayson started having more and more ideas, and the way that Grayson works is he has a lot of ideas, but
he doesn't explain them. And
Yeah, no,
Grayson,
it's-
if you're watching this, I love you, buddy, but you don't explain anything.
we love you to death, but you're like
It's
the
in the
worst.
noggin, but it doesn't get said to where me and him understand.
Yeah, no, sometimes it takes a lot of time for us to actually get the ideas across. So we've started, all of his ideas are good, usually. Like, I mean, he has a lot of creative vision. I didn't know that he had that in him until we started working on all of this stuff with the channel. But, I mean, he is talented. I mean, he's creative, and he has a lot of great ideas, and the channel wouldn't be the same without him. But it's just a little frustrating trying to figure out the ideas that are in his head whenever he's not very good at like properly elaborating things. Like, I mean, he'll have like a couple of sentences, use almost exclusively pronouns, and so we can't figure out like what characters
So,
he's
like in
talking
Reacher,
about. Yeah.
when we got like 1 million characters, and he's like, okay, so he will be doing this, as if there's not already 3 or 4 or 17 he's
Oh,
in
yeah.
the movie.
Oh yeah, and characters in Reacher have like 3 names at this point, so none of it makes any sense.
What, dude?
But anyways, all of that is to say that we just let him lead now, creatively. I mean, I still contribute a lot to it, especially
I don't do
like
jack. I just
Yeah,
do what they tell me to do for them.
honestly, yeah.
That's all
There's
I
a
do.
reason that it's always Grayson and then Brody and then not Parker in like the written by and directed by. Usually I do more, I would say I'm more like a camera person and technical person than the creative person, but I do have a lot of ideas that I contribute to the channel still. It's very much an equal democratic process, I'd say. But Grayson's definitely a little bit more equal than the rest of us.
Wait, so what was this video supposed to be? 'Cause I
It
thought
was
we were
supposed to
doing
be
the comment.
it's like a history of the channel.
Oh.
But it's, yeah, so anyways, then we just kept making more videos and we kept coming up with more ideas, and we kept having things relate back into other things. We got a whole cinematic universe going on now that it's only half explained even to us. We're still waiting for like the other half of it to make sense to us.
Imagine one day he just comes up with an idea of like a final video, and it's like, psych, it wasn't real. Plot twist.
It's all a dream in Ivan's head.
Dude, could you imagine? Like
The entire
Oh
channel.
no, could you imagine if it was like, dude, we should have filmed something when we were younger, and it would have been like, bro, the dreams we have. That would have been
Dude!
cool. Why did we not
Why
do
did-
that?
What do we do?
We have to go back and look through everything and make sure we don't. Oh, dude.
Yeah, dude, we gotta go back through the camcorder.
And like have something like where we're asleep or something. Dude, that would be
Dude.
cold. And like that final video that we ever made, dude, that's gonna be so depressing.
Yeah,
Dude, imagine if we have kids one day and they watch this stuff.
Dude, I'm not letting my kids find out about this shit until they're at least
Ugh.
teenagers.
I will never hear
Bro.
the end of it.
Okay, Junior.
Dad, you look like a dumbass.
Damn,
Shut the hell up, son!
why do you look like a lesbian? Dude, Lily says
Oh,
I
you're
look like a
cooked.
lesbian so much.
Dude, you were really cooked though because of what was that? That was badass, wasn't it?
Oh, what is it? Yeah.
The one where where you actually dressed up as the prostitute. Oh, if your kids see that, no, let what's her face find out about that. Oh wait, you told her about that.
Anyways, yeah. Junior, if you're watching this, shut the hell up and go clean your room.
Yeah, boy.
Right now. I want to see your room clean in like 30 minutes. It only takes me like 30 minutes to clean my room. Get your shit together, brother. Bro, imagine that actually does happen. And
Oh,
I'm talking
that-
to my great grandkids.
That dumbass Parker.
That-
Hey, seriously,
Yeah, it'll
if
be
we
good.
had even a penny for every time we've said that,
yeah.
you know how rich we would be?
We have like enough money to go buy a Big Mac.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the last year of the channel or so has been good. And it's probably the prime of our channel, I'd say, with consistency in uploads and video quality and general enthusiasm. I'd say that it's probably about as good as it's going to get unless we just randomly blow up and get like thousands of subscribers. Which, hey, I'm all for it. Dude, if we ever actually get big, though, we're gonna have to stop using so many copyrighted songs in our videos, and all of our old videos won't be able to make any money on because too much copyrighted music. I mean, I don't think that we'll ever get monetized or anything, and I'm not really worried about making money from the videos because I'd rather put the music that I want to in like my film rather than put music that I can make money off in my YouTube products. You know. You know, make it more about the art rather than the monetization. I think that Grayson just likes the cool music and he hasn't even thought about that shit yet. It's the history of the channel pretty much, and if anybody's actually watching this and they actually want to ask questions, it's easy, so easy to get into contact with us. I'm pretty sure that I think my Instagram is linked in the channel, I don't know. But yeah, there's also the fandom page where you could leave a comment or like a post on that, and eventually one of us will see it. There's like, I'll leave a comment on this video. Like, I'll always respond to comments as quickly as I can because, you know, we never get them, so we might as well. But please ask us questions if you have questions.
Guys, we love
To
to
the
hear
one
you
person,
talk.
to the one person that'll actually watch this shit all the way through, and that one person is me, Grayson.
And me.
Yeah.
No, but
We're
look,
the
here's the thing, okay?
Yeah.
If we keep doing what we're doing, I'm like every weekend. Well, not every weekend. 'Cause
Yeah,
I mean,
like
we
most-
clearly don't
Yeah.
film every weekend.
Yeah, but like most.
If we keep doing what we're doing, I mean, at some point something's gonna have to blow up. That's just
At some
you can't
point,
just
we've had
keep
some minor success with
Yeah.
like Five Nights at Crackheads.
like you can't just keep
Like
putting in the work and not see results. Like we've seen
Well, hey,
results
now,
slowly.
I mean, hypothetically, sure, but like, I mean, YouTube can be cruel like that.
Oh yeah,
We could
100%.
only. I mean, it's taken us a year to get to 100. It will probably take another year to get to 200. Like,
Yeah.
because I don't.
But I mean,
expect
hey,
the
to
pace
us,
of
minor
it.
success is still big time
Yeah, I
success.
mean, hey,
so.
I'll take 200 over
Yeah.
fucking two
Two,
like
yeah,
we had
really.
like 4 years ago. Yeah. I mean, I'm just happy that we actually do have some fans. Like, I don't know how many fans we have that are organically created. Like, we created our fans in the Cryogenic Lab, of course.
Oh yeah.
Like, we've had a couple of fans in the channel's history, which a couple of actual fans out of 100 subscribers is a little sad, but it's better than nothing. I don't remember where I was going with this, but, you know, I appreciate the fact that we're actually able to,
Are we still at 100 subscribers or we have? Or have you checked?
we're at 103 currently.
Yeah.
We're at 103 subscribers right now. Hey, how many views did it say on the video?
Which one?
Oh, yeah, all of our videos always release on Fridays at 3.
There's 4 views.
4 views on that. Yeah. We got so many views because I did a live premiere and had like 4 or 5 people watching the whole thing all the way through, so it got like mega algorithm performance.
Yeah, you had.
It's pretty cool.
Because
And I was leaving comments on that, like commentating the entire video, leaving comments about stuff like the scene where Grayson threw out his bag and he couldn't film the fight for like another 3 months. Classic Grayson move.
hurt his back.
Hurt his back. I mean, he did have to go to physical therapy.
Yeah, he
for
did.
it. Yeah,
Love you,
We
Grayson.
had like a patch back there too. Like at one point, we've got about exactly 2 years, like maybe 1.8 years left in the channel's history before things slow down.
I do have a genuine question.
All right, hit me.
Let's say hypothetically, the good Lord blesses us,
Yeah.
and we just pop off, and I mean thousands, millions. Then what?
And we put more effort into our videos. I might start.
No, I'm talking about like
Like-
we reach it, and then it's like senior year, and we're like leaving. Then what do we do?
That's actually a good question. I feel like, I mean, we can't like just pause our life to focus on YouTube, even though, yeah, if anything happens with the channel, three-way split all the money, and then I don't know, give Grayson the extra percent that's left by dividing into 3. He deserves it. No objections there. It's better than having a dispute over 1%, leading to some tears. But anyways, like if we actually have some major success, I feel like I don't think that I'm gonna move too far. Anyways, I mean, if I get like a scholarship to someplace college, I'll probably take it just to like get out and get some experience and stuff. But I don't want to leave Mississippi. You know, that's just contrary to most people my age. But like the vast majority, because I know so many people that have like a million different plans for where they want to go, and none of them are Mississippi. But I mean, that's where my life is. You know, it's where my family is. It's where the people I love are. It's where the person I love is. It's where all my friends are. It's, I mean, and Tupelo is not that bad of a place, honestly. I like it. But I figure once Grayson gets out of the Marines, he'll probably stick around too. I don't know what he plans on doing. He plans on going into the Marines after he graduates, by the way. So if he fucking dies, then that sucks. Try not to die, Grayson.
Yeah, because I hate to have to show up to your funeral.
Nigga, I would miss you so much, nigga. The love of my life, nigga.
Nigga.
Yeah, I want to put that in the video so bad. It's so genuine, but you know.
We could get rid of them. We could redo it, but just say look off on video.
Yeah. I don't
I'd hate to have to show up to your funeral, Grayson. Really.
Yeah, so, me too.
Don't die.
Don't die.
I
Never
love
die.
you
I love you, man.
like a brother from another mother.
Brother from another motherfucker. Okay, yeah. So, yeah. If we were to get enough success to warrant still making videos, me and Grayson would probably make a part-time job out of it. Because I have a feeling that we'll probably both still be within driving distance of each other. And we can plan out and script and like film like a day or two out of the week and get some videos out. And I mean, it's been sustainable in between school and my social life and working and everything. I've been able to get a video out whenever we need to get a video out, and we've been able to film on the weekends pretty consistently. Even though that's just because you guys live right over there and I come over here on the weekends. But you know, hypothetically, if it were to be worth it to keep making videos, which of course it's always worth it to keep making videos in my opinion, but you know, as far as like to go out of our way for like a YouTube success thing, I would I feel like me and Grayson would probably still keep it up, and then you could join us from time to time. And by then, we'll probably have more people on the channel, but like a bigger list of people that we can call on for like actors and like favors and stuff like that. I'm not
But if
expecting.
you'd have told me when I moved into that house over
Yeah.
there, and your little scrawny ass came over there and was like, "Hey, you want to come over and play NBA?" Okay. And just saying, well, we were out in the backyard breaking stuff, and I was like, I don't want my face on the internet. And I mean, we just, from Break Horrible, to underground fights, I mean, I never really thought I'd actually enjoy filming, but I do.
Because in Underground Fights 2, you said you didn't really want to be in it.
I
but then
did.
You've mentioned to me before how you're so glad that you actually
Yeah.
went for it, because now you have a lot of fun
Yeah.
with this. Like Stockholm Syndrome that made you like it.
Because, like, I never really thought I would enjoy this like I do.
Yeah.
But it's like,
Do you have any reason for it, or just like not imagining it's your thing?
I just never imagined it being my thing.
Fair enough, fair enough.
But, like, when you're hanging out with your best friends, it's just like things change.
Yeah, I mean, because it's just as much friendship building and hanging out as it is making YouTube videos. It's just the activity that we partake in. But it would be completely different if one or more of us were replaced with somebody else. Like, it wouldn't be the same. I don't know if the channel would have happened if it weren't for the three of us, like, being together and being all on board for it. The videos where it's just me and Grayson, you can kind of tell that there's a little bit less help. There's a less set of hands. There's one less actor. Yeah, you're valuable to the channel. We love you.
I love you, boys.
Yeah.
Love you, Grayson.
Love you, Grayson.
Yeah.
It'd be great if he were here. He'd be trying to phone kiss us right now.
But yeah, I
He'd be
mean,
he'd be going.
yeah,
I'm
that's
not
what he
gonna
done in
touch your
research.
kiss, like,
But yeah, I mean, it's fun. And I never
It's
thought
fun.
I'd really see the day where I'd be like, hey, me filming? If you'd have told me when I moved into the house that I'd be sitting here at freaking 16 years old filming, I'd have been like, boy, you crazy as hell. Never.
Yeah, your little fat ass.
Yeah, my little fat ass, really.
Dude, oh yeah, wait, well, it was one story before.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get the stuff set up for us to do the commentary in a little bit. But one story. So me and Grayson were walking over to Parker's house, which is like, okay, so let's see. You turn onto the road here. This is like a top-down view right here, and our house, the house that we're in right now, is like right here. Parker's house is like right there, and then this is the road. He's like across the street and then down one. We went over to his house and we walked, somebody said that he was back behind the house, and we walked back there and we saw him. He was there without his shirt on, and it was back whenever he had short hair and a big stomach, and we were like, you're fat. Like, I don't know, you do the impression about it. Let's see.
Yeah, so I was about cleaning the cooler, okay?
Yeah.
These two people come around back, and then Grayson, as he so delicately and nicely put it, and Grayson, if you're listening to this, screw you, but I love you, he said, damn, you're fat. And I mean, I wasn't dumbfounded, but I mean, I turned down and I looked at my stomach and I was like, huh, I might actually be a little fat.
And you know, ever since that point, you started getting skinnier, you started working out more,
Yeah.
grew your hair out, which is the best decision you've ever made, in my opinion.
I appreciate that.
You're
bud.
welcome.
So Grayson, you changed my life, buddy. I love you. Appreciate it.
Anyways, yeah, that's basically where we got our start. You know, two bros hanging out, all living on the same street. I actually don't live here. I just come here on the weekends. But that's why we only film on the weekends. We only film on Friday afternoons into the evenings, and sometimes we film on Saturdays. But that's the reason that we don't have videos like every Friday, is because I'm not around like once a week to film. So we do our best to try to make it like every other week. But then sometimes, like whenever we released it, had no fight. It had
no
face.
fight.
Then Underground Fight's 0. There was like a 4-month period or something before we released a couple of Crackhead videos, and then finally got out with Underground Fights 1. But we had a big drought in the channel at that point, which was not good. We tried to avoid doing that, so now we're uploading videos like every other week to try to make sure that that doesn't happen as badly. Yeah, so now we're doing the commentary. We're gonna do Underground Fights first because it's really where it all started. We can't hear the audio because of the way we're recording this, but we're gonna rely on our video. So let's see. Yeah, like we said, Nacho Libre was the inspiration for this, even though you can't really tell. We put a little special thanks to Nacho Libre for inspiring it in Underground Fights 3, like right at the end. But yeah, we had dumb outfit ideas. Oh yeah, and then this role, we referenced all of this in the UF1 remake, naturally. I think it was saying walkout song and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I've always been into cinematography and stuff. I've always liked making videos, which I've talked at great length about on YouTube before. So it was fun to be able to use some of that and try to mix. Oh yeah, this is our favorite shot of like that we've ever done. It's like the coolest thing ever because we had this light that we still have it. We use it in a lot of videos, but that light being used right there, along with the fog machine that we've had ever since Grayson was like 10 or 12 or something. We used to like huff the stuff that came out of it in his garage. We'd sit there and hotbox ourselves with it. I can't hear what it's saying right now, but you know, let me turn it down a little bit. I don't know if that changes anything. But yeah, so it's on all of our acting and stuff. We had just as much passion as we did whenever we were trying to do like as much as we do now. But we also just didn't know as much stuff. You can still kind of see like all the seeds that would grow into greatness. You got anything to say, Parker?
Not really. Other than, we had socks on our hands, like, coming into this.
Yeah.
And we wound up wrestling.
And then we took the socks off.
It turned into wrestling. It was from wrestling all the way to boxing. I don't know how we got all that, but...
They don't know how to... Okay, that shot's kind of crazy. I liked doing a lot of handheld camera movement for this. I felt like you kept the action pretty strong, and there are a lot of spots in this that's pretty cool. I'll bet there's some people watching this that have done some unsavory things to two shirtless teenagers groping each other, but
all me and him could do during this was just laugh, because he was filming us and everything. Like, we just still had fun.
It was really stupid. Same thing happened in Underground Fights 2, which we'll touch on here in a moment. Oh yeah, and we didn't clean up the upstairs at all. We just tied an extension cord around some stuff to make a makeshift ring. Yeah. One problem that we've always had until the most recent fight is that our rings kind of looked like shit, and our fights
but not in the
well.
last UF1.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It looked great. What?
When you do that for UF?
Oh yeah. You can mention UF4. I already mentioned it earlier.
Oh, you did?
It's gonna come out in a year or two. I don't know whenever we're gonna film it. There's got to be some qualifications met, I'll just say.
Yeah.
It's not there, man. But yeah, so I always have a lot of fun playing characters where I get to just scream at my friends and call them names.
Yeah.
Which is why I wanted to play the general so bad in Exceptional. And for a little while, I can't say much because of spoilers, but we had a one actor per character rule because it was going to be too confusing if there were multiple actors.
Yeah, this is her.
If we had multiple actors doing the same characters or doing multiple characters. But anyways, and so there's another character he wanted me to play. I don't know what's going to happen in the future with that though. It's kind of unrelated to this.
2, 1, 2, 3.
Hey. So, yeah, I had some locks here. We had it rigged to where Grayson was going to win.
Yeah.
So there are a couple of spots where Parker could have won, but we just didn't let him. We just acted like it didn't
because they
happen.
freaking hate me.
Yeah, we hate you. Have you ever won any fights?
I won UF3.
You did win UF3, didn't you?
And then me and him were friends after that. Because I fought for Sonny.
Yeah.
I'm my homeboy for...
Yeah, homeboy. Alright, this goes on for so long. There's not enough to really.
No,
keep
but
it
this is the end because this is where you get
it's got to be the end pretty much. Oh yeah, and you can see me right here. We can't hear the audio, so we don't know what's actually happening. We just have to go visually.
Dude.
I like that image a lot. It's pretty cool. It reminds me of the Rocky poster back there.
That was the scene we were talking about.
That's the best shot ever. And then this looks like shit, but we did what we could.
We look better now though.
Yeah. So anyways, let's go over to where is it? That's right. I'm blind. I'm sorry. Alright, so a lot of production value into here. You can see I started using the cinematic bars while I was editing to try to make it look like I was hot shit, but I really wasn't.
But hey, we're getting better at this stuff.
Yeah, we are getting better. We're having more cuts and more angles, and really all that's left to be developed is a little bit of experience with editing and recording, and with our story mainly. There is a lot to be desired with the story, and we've developed a lot on that recently. I feel like
I remember because you said you got Josh.
Oh yeah, right here. This is the best character.
You've gotten your shit kicked in once again.
And it was like some random ass dude.
Oh, it
at
took
first.
us. It took us so many tries to get that.
Yeah,
because
we
if
were
I wasn't
laughing so
laughing, you
hard.
was, and then Grayson would
Yeah.
laugh. It was crazy.
Yeah, that was like the worst scene.
There's been a lot of things filmed in that bathroom. Pause.
Uh-huh.
Pause. Not like that.
Yeah, what have you filmed in there?
No.
You got like your own solo channel you haven't told us about?
I mean, hey.
But yeah, so you can see this
Follow
is
me
that.
on OnlyFans. It's a joke.
Yeah, this is that scene that we made better in Underground Fights 1, the remake. Which,
Seems like we always remake stuff.
yeah,
Like we
'cause-
can't. It's like, oh, first one wasn't good enough. We have to make it better.
I mean, like the first good handful of videos we did, we had to do remakes because I mean, this isn't really great, especially with all the story that we developed and all the prequel
Yeah.
stuff that we came up with that doesn't line up with this at all. And
Because that wound up being outside.
Yeah. And we changed it up and stuff. I think as standalone, this is still pretty good, but as part of the Underground Fights series, this is the first thing that I started the video with. We were sitting here last summer. Dude, it's so crazy. I can't believe that. And then soon enough, it's going to be next summer. Next summer after that, we're going to be graduated, and we're going to be talking about this, and we're going to be like,
Fucking crying and stuff.
bro, I'm going to fucking ball. I don't know about you. And I don't mean basketball. I mean fucking W ball.
W, what?
D-A-W-L. But yeah, the Journey shirt. I've actually only heard like one or two songs by Journey, but I thought the t-shirt was cool. And then he kept talking about my actual sister whenever he was talking about the bimbo he hit up in
Yep.
the truck. So I kept telling him to not do that, but he wouldn't stop. We weren't taking this seriously at all. And then the video wound up, it would blow up and stuff, and now look what my sister's a part of now. So, yeah, I guess I'm a little bit of a hypocrite. That video hasn't released yet. It'll release in a couple of weeks, though, I think.
Which one?
The Chris Tyson one. He's been calling it the Chris Tyson. The
the one
badass
about-
one where I'm dressed up as
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Leia Hooker.
Man, that's
that
crazy
was-
to do, actually.
That was the prettiest I've ever felt in my life.
You should tell her, babe. Tell her, hey, I'm taking you out.
Alright. Yeah, and Ivan wasn't really supposed to be the good guy for a while. And Parker was supposed to be the good guy, but then Grayson wanted to make himself the good guy, pretty much.
He's always coming up with ideas. Twists
Yeah,
and
he
turns.
comes up with so many ideas and twists and turns. Nothing stays the same for long. I like it better with Ivan being the like troubled soul that he is, like going through so much. The amount of stuff that we threw at him between UF 0 and 1 and all of that really builds up to his character being like perceived as evil in UF 2 and 3. But then, you know, we realize that they're both just people at the end of the day with their faults, and it's, you know, human condition type stuff. I don't know.
Because you humped the ground here.
Yeah.
Because we made him look like a little sissy.
Oh yeah, they made me look like such a sissy throughout this entire thing, and I mean it was funny. I went along with it, but I was. It was honestly kind of funny making a movie where it was like this big boxer challenging this nobody, like a twist on the Rocky idea, straight parody.
It's like we never...
And then like the small guy just dies at the end. You know, spoiler alert for a video that's been out for over a year.
Yeah.
But Sonny dies at the end, and it's like, it's one of those things where you expect them to actually rise up and beat him. But no, we thought it was funnier if he just died at the end.
Womp womp.
Womp womp. Did you just say womp womp? Anyways, what were you saying?
Oh yeah, because like Brody, we never really expected him to actually want to fight Grayson.
And I still don't want to fight Grayson, because you can see videos where we did one-handed boxing in between UF 0 and Underground Fights and Underground Fights 2 on the channel. You can see stuff about that. There's some photos that I posted recently on the community page. I'm not good at boxing, and I hate being punched. So this wasn't really something that I was looking forward to with the fight. And I'm not looking forward to it if we ever wind up remaking UF2, which I don't think that we really need to. But, you know, who knows what Grayson's going to want to do.
Like in the last UF one we filmed, like,
Yeah.
I know y'all probably already seen it, but still, when he knocks me out and I'm sitting there just taking blows to the head, my brain was just jarring, hitting sides of my skull back and forth, back and forth. I thought I was about to have an aneurysm for real. Oh, I was screwed.
I mean, gotta do it for the Vine.
Gotta do it for the Vine.
Yeah, that's the attitude that we have with our videos. You only live once, so you might as well die doing something that you tolerate.
Tolerate's about the right word I had.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and then he kept getting me right there. I was running around really fast to make it to where there wasn't as much dead space right here. But he kept getting me, like, doing that, and it looked really stupid. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and then at the UF1, we said Sonny will return, and we hinted at a remake. I don't know if we'll ever actually make it, though, to be honest. It depends on if we ever run out of video ideas, which... That's not happening, no. And being shirtless for the first time for the video. I look like a damn twig.
You don't have to.
I could get ripped. I mean, I work out sometimes, but I just never think about it because I'm so busy. Like, I got a lot of stuff that I do, like, every day. And working on that house out in the heat, the house that I'm working on building right now, that's, like, my job right now, is building a cabin with my other grandpa. So I'm out there in the burning Mississippi heat trying to build a house. And it sucks. So, like, that kind of takes out the workout motivation out of the equation.
Just get up in the morning, do 25 push-ups, 25 squats, 25 sit-ups. You want to do 25 of each before you go back to bed that evening. And there's 50 reps. And just do that.
Fair enough, yeah. I just need to actually remember to do it is the main thing. I was thinking about doing it last night, but I was trying to go to sleep early and I didn't want to.
Dude, I remember you got so pissed at me because I made you just keep going and going and going.
Like, I wasn't doing the squats right, apparently. You know, I wasn't hitting the real shit position.
No.
What's the problem with going all the way down?
I mean, there really isn't, but you just don't really get it. You don't feel that mind-to-muscle connection as you do
Fair
when
enough.
you go parallel.
Yeah, the Eminem.
Bro, that was
Oh, the Black Eminem was
Oh
so
my
funny. It
God.
took us like 20 takes to get Black Eminem.
Keep in mind,
done.
it was filmed at midnight, so we were all freaking losing our minds.
we were
and
doing
everything.
we were doing a sleepover, getting some stuff filmed. That's whenever we filmed the bosses scenes in Exceptional episode 1. Barker was in the background playing Black Ops 2 on my PlayStation, like campaign and stuff, while we were over there trying to get stuff filmed at that table. And we're upstairs right now getting stuff filmed. But yeah, and you kept making me walk up and down the stairs. My legs were actually starting to give out because, like, my legs are really weak. I can't ride a bike like a quarter mile without my legs like pissing all over me.
Your legs are pissing on you? What?
It's just this a really bad figure of speech.
Yeah, it was, because
I don't
how
know,
do legs take a leak?
Do you want to find out?
3 at 3.
3 at 3. Yeah, but I hated doing this right here. Oh yeah.
What was
you
your favorite
can see my
underground
tight
fights?
ass over there. My favorite underground fights to film, maybe. They're also fun to film. I liked UF3 and UF0 a lot. UF3 was the biggest thing we had ever done.
That's
and
the longest thing we've ever filmed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, ignoring the dead space of Grayson's back getting injured between stuff in UF1. But I like, yeah. But Underground Fights 3 was an hour long, and it was a movie. Like, it was the first.
Was literally a movie.
Yeah, it was literally a movie. We made a feature length, pretty much, and it was just really. Don't do that. It's gonna be in the
I'm
mic.
sorry.
Throw your throw. I did not hear a throw your throw. What are you, a communist? Yeah, it was really amazing to be filming so much, and we kept coming up with more ideas, and it kept adding up. It was really an incredible feeling to have. Dude, have I ever told you the feeling that I had whenever I realized, like, it really clicked that Underground Fights 1 was completely edited and ready to upload? I felt so excited. There was so much.
Oh,
like,
and he
dopamine.
fell. He's dead.
I had to do that. My legs were hurting so bad from all of that.
At this point, it wasn't even just to, like...
You were just...
I just done it out of spite.
Yeah,
I was
you
like,
were
it's
just, like,
funny.
taking the piss out of me. It was funny, though, yeah.
But
This is the
he was
first
down.
area where we hinted towards Ivan having a dark backstory, and that was pretty cool. It set up stuff for Underground Fights 0 majorly, and I think 3 did as well to a certain extent, because we started making Ivan normal, started humanizing him a little bit more, because he was just a bloodthirsty machine pretty much. But we started to elaborate on his character a little bit, and now he's the good guy of the series pretty much. Yeah, and we just like made you the
You know what
back
we've
end.
never had? We've had like you underground fights and stuff, but we never made a title belt.
We
Why have we
why
not,
have we not made a title
belt?
belt? Dude, we need that for UF4. Like,
Why
that
have
would
we
be so
not
good for
had a
UF4.
belt?
we need
Understand.
like they sell WWE belts at Walmart last time I checked.
Oh,
Like those toy things. Like, why do we not have
wait,
that?
I might actually have one.
And you haven't brought it
Okay,
over.
well I wasn't thinking.
Man, what are you supposed to do? Look at that turtleneck. What kind of turtleneck is that?
But
honestly,
dude, that would be so good.
That'd be cool.
That would be really cool. Yeah, and this was one of the first videos where I tried doing like color grading and stuff like that for some of these scenes. Like I was, oh yeah, and the week that we filmed the fight, I brought my laptop over, which is just like an old MacBook. It's not good. I was having to edit with DaVinci on there and render videos on it. This entire video was rendered, and like half of the project was done on my computer at home, and then I exported all the projects and then put it onto my laptop and had to do a bunch of editing and then move that back over to my computer for archival sake, and had to upload it on the shitty internet over here at this house. Like there was so much that went into it. Oh, and then Grayson's, what was it, like his cousin?
Oh,
Tyler?
yeah.
His cousin Tyler, or like some guy Tyler. He came
He helped
over.
film the fight. This one, didn't he?
Was it this one or was
Yeah,
it?
because I was the referee.
Yeah, you were the referee. Yeah.
I
So
forgot
he
about
came
him.
over for this one, and he was helping us film. He apparently hated it, and he has never come back. But that was pretty fun, and so I was up to like 12 or 1.
Grayson's always got to scream
Yeah.
when he's asleep.
It's funny, but I was up till 12 or 1 editing on that shitty laptop. I couldn't even see the stuff I was doing because whenever I would try to play the video, it was so laggy. It looked like a PowerPoint presentation. Like not exaggerating. Like people use that just as a saying, but it genuinely was like less than a frame per second sometimes. So the editing was a little bad sometimes, but it was the most scuffed that my editing setup has ever been. And it feels fitting that was for a video where we were really starting to develop ourselves.
Because right here, you're like, oh.
Oh yeah, and we couldn't open these because they're broken, but we didn't realize it. So I just sat there and I
he's
kept
like-
doing this.
And then, like, he's like, well, it's the day of the fight. Just so
Yeah.
depressing because he couldn't even open the freaking windows. It
Yeah, I had
was funny.
to improvise the whole thing. Yeah, but we've used this house for so much filming too. It's like we've used every single location pretty much besides like the attic. So there actually is not a single part of this house that we haven't used in some way for filming pretty much. So sometimes it's hard to make our videos look like they're not just in our house and like they're like a little bit more in universe, but you know, it is what it is. I tried to mitigate that some with parts of Exceptional. We're using your truck, we're using Grayson's house, we're using tight angles on faces to try to get rid of the background. That's what I was doing during the Generals scene. But I feel like I'm trying to make it feel a little bit more isolated, like out of the idea of it just being a YouTube video filmed in our house and not being professional.
Yeah, but I think at this point, people know.
Yeah,
You
people
know, this
know.
is like home pretty much.
Yeah, this is like the It's Now Okay
really
home.
where it started.
This is where it started, dude. I'm never gonna let this house get sold to anybody else, dude. When he dies, I'm gonna do my best to at least make sure that the house stays in the family. If not, just buy it. Like, it would be an interesting house to have to live in after all these memories, and the entire place smelling like smoke. Like, dude, it smells so badly like smoke. I actually really like the smell of cigarette smoke now, because it reminds me of over here. I don't know if it's the nicotine, but it gives me it's a very calming feeling. It's like hearing a heartbeat or something, because it reminds you of whenever you were a fetus, or however that scientifically
Hey,
works.
yo.
It's like the same idea,
What?
you know? Like, brings you back to nice, peaceful times, you know, whenever you're
Although this place does have a distinct smell. Like, you could blindfold me and I'd come in here
You
and I
would
would
know
know that it was this house.
exactly where you were. Yeah, I do love the smell of this house, even though most of it is just fucking Pall Mall.
Yep.
Cigarettes.
Marlboro Reds.
I don't know if he's much of a Marlboro guy, honestly.
Really?
Really, he's more of a Pall Mall person. Sometimes Lucky Strike. We're talking about my grandpa that owns this house, by the way. He might be in Exceptional episode 2. I don't think he's been in any of our videos besides like the background occasionally. Hi, Spidey!
face.
Bro.
He pulled up something on Snapchat.
Wait, why is he gonna be an exceptional?
Maybe Grayson just threw out the idea of him being the truck driver for us in the
yeah.
mission episode. Spoiler alert! You can't talk about that. Video hasn't even been made yet. Anyways, say something, contribute something. I've been talking mostly here. I've actually not been paying attention to the video and commentating on it.
We've
just
been
been
off track.
Yeah, we've been very off track.
But we've changed a lot in the past year, though.
Yeah, like we've definitely developed our style, I would say. Like, you know, it's trying to be good, but it's also not taking itself too seriously and just trying to
Just
be
being
funny.
us.
Just being us, yeah. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah. Honestly, whenever I was trying to script, I was trying to script stuff that was like witty and funny and stuff, but these guys don't memorize scripts. These guys can't read from a script, as you can hear. And
No.
they'll be getting no exceptional episode
we can
1.
redo it, okay? It's not that big of a deal because you haven't even posted it yet. We can redo it.
We could.
I don't mind.
I mean-
but, like, I couldn't read because, I mean, it's right here. And
Yeah.
then there's fog, and I'm like,
I should have reminded you that we were going to be filming that and that we needed you to actually know what you were going to be talking about. But that's irrelevant. Anyways, I like that
I'm not
walkout
going to be
song.
here next week.
Damn.
Or the next.
Or the next. What's happened 2 weekends in a row? Like both days?
Oh, damn, buddy, it's the weekend.
Yeah, Friday and Saturday.
Well, I know not next weekend because I'll be gone Friday and Saturday. I don't know about the next weekend. Maybe
Yeah, I think
Saturday.
the weekend of the 31st, I'm going to be out for a concert.
Oh, well then.
But yeah, video uploads are going to slow down a little bit. But we've
threw the boxing gloves off.
That's my favorite part. I love that. I was trying to do it as like quickly as possible, but like while also being emotionless in my face. Just like I always think about the little parts of the comedy like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You've always tried to find something stupid, throwing
Yeah.
the gloves off, taking the shirt
like
off.
just
on
little minute details, like background gags. I love The Simpsons. I love Monty Python. I love a lot of like sketch guys on YouTube, like Wizards of
sketch.
Friends.
Hey yo, I did not have I did not have sexual relations with that man. Wait, I may have.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I don't know.
You did.
Have you seen Underground Fights? They were begging for each other.
We going now. We going. Get the rest.
Oh my goodness.
We like to play around in our friendship. It's fun.
Yeah, so Tyler had to have been. Yeah, Tyler was
Yeah,
definitely.
Tyler was filming it, and Tyler's my dad. It's weird.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, yeah, we were, yeah, he was filming that. Yeah, he didn't like it, and he did a decent job filming, but he didn't like it, and he's never come back. I haven't talked to him since. I don't remember what he looks like even.
He has red hair,
Does he?
glasses. Yeah.
He looks like a fucking nerd. I don't remember the red hair. I mean, I
You
might
can literally
remember
ask
that.
us. I'm telling you. What he looks like.
I mean, I believe you. I just am in disbelief.
Grayson's going to town on him. Or, well, Ivan's going to town on him. Ivan pretty much goes to town on him the whole time.
I think Sonny enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Canonically. Even though he died.
Just like the storyline of this, I mean, it was okay. But from UF2 to UF3, the storyline got...
Yeah, and then UF3 to
Insane
UF0. Like, I mean, because you can see the further our videos go on, the more thought we put into the lore and stuff, and more, like, ideas we have, like, that are more long-term as far as, like, going across multiple videos. We're thinking further ahead with our plots now. So, we've got a lot of stuff planned. We've got a lot of crazy ideas that we've been brainstorming. And I can't wait for you guys to see all the videos that we're going to create in the near future. Like all the things that we have ideas for, I can't wait for them to get made and uploaded and for people to see them. You know, I love having stuff like be acknowledged and recognized and enjoyed by people. Oh yeah, the part of this where he says, "It's time to go to school," and I'm like, "I don't want to go to school."
Ring the bell.
I love that part. I think we passed it already, but I love that part so much. It's just great.
He's about to get something.
And it ain't his mama's cooking.
Yeah, he was in a phase there where he would say that all the time.
Yeah, you guys have been in a phase for a couple of years where he said something else all the time. It was Grayson that started that, wasn't it? Yeah, and we were just all in disbelief over how much he said it, and then it's just part of our vocabulary now. We don't even mean anything.
He thinks
like
he wins, but does he?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I like this shot right here where it goes to punch and then it like swaps over like right here. I like that shot a lot. I feel like it looks pretty cool. and then you can see the hair in full. I've got to trim some of that up a little bit because, like, if it close my arm, it's like sticking out. Like, it looks like pubes. I gotta like take a pair of scissors to it or something at some point, like a beard trimmer. Yeah, TMI. But
Man,
I don't even
can't
care
honestly
anymore.
couldn't say nothing.
yeah, no, I mean you could use a little bit. But
And
it's
like
not
I
as
do
bad as
swim
mine.
too, so it's
Yeah,
like everybody.
you got that like full display. Maybe whenever you go home, go and grab a pair of kitchen scissors. Don't let anybody question why there's hair on the kitchen scissors. Just go and do it. Act like you don't know anything.
hair. What hair? What hair? What?
What's hair? I don't have that.
Yeah, as if like my freaking head doesn't have a whole pound of it.
Yeah, it's weird.
Ding ding ding.
I love that so much. And I mean, it's my joke, so it feels a little narcissistic to love it so much, but it's just so
fun.
great. It was like a good
It's like
interaction.
Alvin's portrayed as like the giant, and then
Yeah.
Sonny over here like a little baby, scared to death.
Yeah, it's honestly really great.
Go to school. It reminds me of Exceptional. I don't want to do it no more.
Yeah, it all comes around. It's Grayson's playing the same character at the end of the day. Not really, like at all.
Not really.
No, it's like a completely different character. Oh yeah, I want to touch on this. Parker is one of those actors where he plays himself in every video, and it's not necessarily a bad thing sometimes.
I just can't act, okay?
You
It's
can't
literally
act.
what you see is what you get. I'm not even
Yeah,
lying
like you
to
look at the videos, you can tell exactly what his personality is because he acts the exact same.
And I
off
try
camera.
so hard, like especially in Reacher, I'm really trying, and I know it doesn't look like it, but like in like the opening scene, I mean we're probably gonna redo it,
Maybe.
but I am trying so hard to not be me, but it is so freaking hard.
Yeah, we're still recording. Yeah, honestly, I get it. And me and Grayson, I feel like our faces are more malleable and we can like do different stuff with our faces and voices, which kind of helps to being able to do different characters.
I think the only time I ever really changed was in like Badass, and when I was the bartender, I was like,
Oh yeah.
"What can I get you, boys?
Yeah, that was
Where's my
funny.
money? Where's my money?"
I like that. It was funny. Oh yeah, and the bartender in like one of the first bar scenes where you were just in the background playing TF2.
Oh yeah.
Like he was actually just playing TF2. That's just what he was doing. And then we started filming, and he was still doing that.
So pretty much, I'm
Like,
just
not,
me.
Yeah, not scripted. Like
No.
TF2 is a great game though. I've been playing that game since I was like a little I don't want to go to school baby. First game I ever got.
Pretty much everything I do now is because of Brody and Grace.
Yeah. Wait, I heard something.
Yeah, I heard something too, but I don't think it. I think it was maybe something on there. I don't
Yeah.
know how.
What? Bro, the fucking Russians have hacked into my phone, dude.
Oh, I've been one.
And he's like rubbing his face all up in the camera. I like the.
Rubbing
I like
his face all
No,
over
I
the
like the shots where he's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like shots like that. What he was doing because they're just funny. Oh yeah, and then like the default text font, like
Yeah,
it's not interesting
You've
at all.
changed
And then we
it
got
a lot to where
yeah.
it looks better now.
Yeah, I use like the Rocky font usually for underground fights. Oh, and then Exceptional has like the green like Modern
Yeah,
Warfare
like
2
how-
text.
yeah.
I
I
love
was
that so
thinking that.
much. It's so cool. I had to look up a tutorial though. But yeah, I need to look up more tutorials and figure out more stuff because like that was the biggest development in the history of the channel, and it was like 5 minutes. Oh yeah, and the earbuds inside of the nostrils, you know, that classic trick. I'm pretty sure that those earbuds got thrown away. So that's one less piece of memorabilia for the diehard fans. Yeah, they were used inside Sonny's real nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got Brody's DNA on it probably.
You could probably
You
clone
can clone
him.
me. You guys want to clone me? You know, hit me up. I'm down for a clone. It's one more set of hands to work on the channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the song that we used here, I thought went hard. I thought that our ending was so emotional whenever we actually did it.
Yeah, but this ain't the end of the video though.
No,
remember?
we do have that other thing that we built on in UF3, which... Oh yeah, and then the exact same ending screen with a 2 tacked on. I screenshotted that from the other YouTube video. Oh yeah, Lily thought that this was so funny because your eyes looked like they were going 2 different directions. Like you were just like
well, it's because
directly
of the
facing
light
the
and
camera.
like my eyes
Yeah,
are
you were
already
like-
a dark color.
Yeah, you
So
were
you
like,
couldn't really see. Yeah.
it was so funny. But
I remember we thought this was so tough.
we thought it was so tough, dude. We thought this entire video went so hard, and I mean, it still
It did.
I mean, it's got the same passion, but now that we've done so much better, it's
Yeah.
hard to look back on and think about it in the same way that we did back then. I still love the video, though. You know, it's still fun. Don't pay attention to these recommendations. Wait, actually, no, this is my account. Never mind, you can pay attention to those recommendations. I thought I was on a different account that had the recommendations all screwed up from other people, but no. But yeah, that is basically everything that you could ever want to know about the channel that we will tell somebody in a video.
If you want to know more, though, you gotta comment.
Yeah, if you want to know more, we'll get in touch with you and we'll tell you some pretty spicy things about ourselves.
No, that's far-fetched.
It's not too far-fetched, though. I don't know about you, but I'm single, ready to mingle. Well, I'm not single.
No, really.
I'm still looking to mingle online.
I hope she's watching this.
At some point in the future.
Cooked.
I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Go have sex now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I'm just a silly goober.
Silly goober.
What the hell am I talking about right now?
I don't know.
I hope that no viewer understands this.
No.
Don't click it,
I'm
please.
not. Watch.
Anyways, yeah, that's the history of the channel, and it's been a great ride, and I'm looking forward to like the other half of it that we still have left. You know, we still got a pretty good amount of time, even though we're sitting over here existentially thinking about the future and everything. We still got a lot of videos. I expect us to make at least like 20 or 30 more quality videos, which, I mean, as far as like our style of content goes, 20 or 30 videos is pretty solid. Like, we've only done, I don't even think we're at video 20 yet, as far as, like, our new era since we did Underground Fights.
Because I know there are 90 videos, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean...
Here, let's check.
Yeah, most of the videos that are on the channel are from, like, the few years where me and Grayson were just making, like, dumb stuff. It says 90 videos. A lot of those are probably shorts as well.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 23 or 24.
Yeah, so we've done about like 23. So like roughly 20 in like the last, and that's including Break Horrible. So really we've done about 19 or 20 since Underground Fights like a year and a half ago. So we've definitely got another like 20 videos. Like, that's also to remember that we went through kind of a drought in a lot of our things, but like we're probably going to start making a lot more videos
like
now.
During school breaks and stuff, we can get a lot done.
Yeah, but you know, especially during the school year, we're having to work around a lot of stuff, schedules.
Swim schedule. Yeah,
no, Parker's always so busy, so getting Exceptional done is going to be a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
It'll definitely be
It'll
next
be
year.
done by October.
This October? You think we can get done with it by this October? I'm thinking like we
goodness.
can get done with it because Grayson wants to take a pause to work on It Hadn't Face too. I think that by the start of summer next year it'll be done. Like, I'm being...
Oh, you're talking about like the whole
series.
I'm
talking about the whole series.
I thought you were talking about the first episode. I mean, the first few episodes, and I was like,
no, the entire
the whole
series
thing probably won't get done until sometime next year.
Yeah, no, it'll be next year.
What about when like the whole thing is finished? Are you gonna like compile it in one big movie like
Maybe.
you did Underground Fights?
Maybe.
Or not Underground Fights.
Like I did with Break Horrible,
yeah.
and like I might do with Underground Fights whenever we make UF4. I know. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's just not good. I'm talking about my muscles right now. I don't like that I had to point it out. Now everybody knows that I'm weak. I'm still a little twig like an Underground Fights too. I'm a little bit better. I've got slightly better muscles, but I just haven't worked out consistently enough to build it up. But yeah.
Got any tips to help him out?
Yeah,
Drop 'em.
give me some exercise tips, please. It can be anything. It can be to fucking like starve myself, throw myself into the hole and do nothing but push-ups for 3 days. You know, I'm down for it. I'll take any advice you have to give me. Assuming that anybody's actually watching this right now. Nah, no way.
Never know.
I kind of wish that Grayson were here because it would have been more fun, like the last hour of recording without him.
What is up, everybody? It's your favorite announcer, Hank Smith, and today I've got a fight for you. Yes, you fat slob sitting at home with your potato chips and your ex-wife. I've got a fight for you.
Alright, so we need you to film another thing.
Ooh, in the air tonight.
Okay.
What's poppin'?
I sucked your mama's.
Hey, yo, what's up? It's your boy Gil G.
Sunset was at 7:31.
Hey, yo, it's your boy Gil G and his homie. Yeah.
I had steroids and he still won.
Yeah.
So, how you doing?
What do you want?
I just wanted to come talk to you.
Hey, I got a question. I don't know what I was supposed to say.